Right. Zach.
Hello.
Dragged you back.
Back again.
So we've got a few things to talk about.
We do. Yeah.
So should we start off with, I guess we're getting close to September.
We are.
Days away.
Yep.
So do you want to start off with some news about Power Play, what's coming up next?
Yeah, so Power Play 2.0 is still very much on the way. I believe we initially said that we're aiming for September. However, the team need a little bit more time just to polish it up. So Power Play 2.0 will now be coming in October. So you just have to wait a few more weeks while we get everything just right.
Yep.
However...
some good news, right? A silver lining to this.
Yes, there is some silver lining. We've been able to work on the next ship, as some of you may have seen, and that next ship will also be coming in October with Power Play 2.0. So you're going to get a really nice sort of
a little double whammy
bundle update. So
you said next ship. Now, you may have missed it, chat, but we teased this at Elite Community Meet. And I think, there we go.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is. There's a little concept art that the wonderful Chris Gregory put together in like minutes. He's like, the guy's just blows my mind.
Yeah.
So we saw a lot of speculation about this. A lot of people asking like what type of ship it's going to be. Zach, do you want to have the honours of announcing what the next ship is, and maybe if Producer Adam, when you say the name, Producer Adam, this is a test.
This is going to be
This is a test. When you say the name, whenever you can put it on screen as a render.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I will. I just want to say before we do it, most people that have been guessing, in fact, I think all of them have been wrong in what they think this is and the brand and etc. So hopefully you'll be surprised, chat. So this is the Mandalay.
The Mandalay.
The Mandalay.
There she is. Oh, well done, Adam. Look at him.
Look
at
that.
Go.
Good timing. And I think this is probably my favourite ship we've ever done. I think it looks incredible. So this is a Zorgon Peterson ship. So the name Mandalay, I don't know how well you're familiar with your snake
very,
names.
very familiar. I'm not, mate. I'm not. Okay, talk me through this. Go on, what is it?
But you might know Zorgon Peterson have, they use snake-based names. So other than the hauler, I think. So we wanted something that referenced that, but also we wanted, you'll kind of notice, chat, that the ship is quite close in design to the Mamba. So we went digging for some more snake names, as you do, and we found the Mandalay Spitting Cobra. And as Adam sort of cycles around the images, you'll see it's kind of got a bit of a cobra head in the design. So we thought it's a quite fitting...
Oh, you can actually, yeah. Now you said that, yeah, you can, right at the top.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. So we thought it was a really nice name and fitting for the type of ship that it is, which I'll get onto right now.
What a segue. Zach, it's almost like you and I have done this before,
a million times, yes.
So how did we decide on the Mandalay being in the next ship and what it's going to be?
Yeah, so obviously this year so far we've had the Python Mark II and the Type 8, so that was a combat-based ship and a trade-based ship. So it was kind of a natural choice to give our explorers out there something to look forward to and want. So we wanted to create a new exploration ship that had the advantages of that sort of new style and design process that we have for these ships. So we're keen to give the explorers something that's really sort of swanky for them to look at while they're out flying around.
Now, I joked about, obviously, we had the winner, by the way, chat. I'm going to go to that in a second. I joked about, obviously, Chieftain being replaced by the Python Mark II, and genuinely, like, nothing replaced, from my combat ship, the Chieftain. The Asp Explorer I spent, like, when I first started playing and it got into Elite, was the one I spent a huge amount of time in. I will comfortably say this is going to replace the Asp Explorer for me. It's a beautiful looking ship. Before we move on, I must announce the winner, which is Darkish Ninja. So congratulations, you won all of this swag. Please look out for a DM from us. And this will all be winging its way to you as we speak. Well, not as we speak, tomorrow, probably.
Yes.
So there we go. So it's an exploration ship. The Mandalay is confirmed as a exploration ship.
Yep, from Zorgon Peterson.
Everyone was saying, do you know what amazed me when we had the teaser? People were like, oh, the ship is huge. It's huge. I'm like, you have to remember, all the ships are huge, right? When you look at them, right?
Yeah.
Well, how big is this?
So it's a medium. It's a medium ship.
Right.
So you're going to get all that functionality that you would get with a medium ship. So you can land at outposts, etc. All very much packaged within a medium ship. And yes, it does look huge in scale next to a person. But
I encourage you, obviously, I mean, seasoned commanders would have done this, but stand next to a large ship and you'll see how large a large ship is. I remember the first time we did the vet on stream. I think you actually might have been with me.
Yeah.
And we walked out into the
Yeah.
hangar bay, and it took forever to walk
From
around
one
the
side
vet.
to
We
the
were like,
other,
just.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So it's not quite as big as a large ship, obviously, but she's big enough.
Oh yeah.
She's big enough.
Yeah.
So obviously I'm an explorer.
Yeah.
And a lot of our players are. A lot of people go out there doing exploration stuff.
Me included, yeah.
Yeah. Explain to me why people would want to do what's special about the Mandalay.
So as you'll probably see from the images, the engines are actually quite unique and cool. And I think the team really wanted to get a really nice flight model for in-atmosphere flight specifically. So whilst that is obviously a key thing and you're going to be able to fly around planets in a really nice way, that also lends itself to you're going to be really maneuverable in space as well. So which is pretty much exactly what you want, right, as an exploration ship. SCO.
It's going to have the super duper.
It's going to have
drive.
the super duper drive.
Yeah.
So it will have it. It will be even better.
I should probably call it that because I'm going to get in trouble.
Yeah, but I mean, we call it. Everyone calls
super
it that.
duper drive.
Super duper drive.
Yeah.
It will be even better, chat, than the Type 8 and the Python Mark II. And it should give the Anaconda some competition when it comes to jump
the old
range.
Explorer Conda might be seeing a retirement.
The Explorer, I mean, look, I'm sure there'll be plenty of people that are very much faithful to their Explorer Conda, but this will give you a pretty nice, if you don't want to use that, if you want to use an actual exploration ship that was made for exploration, there you go.
Does it have anything else? I saw a question about coffee pot. Does it come with a coffee machine? Unsure at the moment. I don't know. I haven't seen the internals.
Unsure.
But it does come with something else, doesn't it? On the little.
Yeah, I mean, I think people in the chat have noticed. I was going to keep that a bit of a secret, but I've seen loads of people in the chat talking about it. Yes, the engines do move.
Yeah, I did say that as soon as I was the engines move.
Yeah. I was speaking to Chris, and he was like, "Should we just let chat discover this?" But yeah, as obviously chat, this is very much work in progress. But the engines do move as you come into land and stuff, and as you're sort of similar with the Type 8, you'll see some movement around. So yes, it's a very, very cool ship, and you'll see also some really nice little spotlights at the bottom. So if you're sort of exploring a dark side of a planet, you'll be able to see where you are. I think there's something else as well. Oh yeah, the landing ramp is directly facing forwards, so basically that lines up with what you see in the cockpit. So just a small thing, but if you're an explorer and you're out there and you see something really nice, you can as you deploy on foot, it'll be right in front of you instead of trying to figure out where it is. So
I was the worst at in my SRV and stuff like that. When I've landed, but I'm now facing the wrong way, and I'm totally discombobulated. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going.
And then I guess the last thing for explorers really is, and we're going to talk a bit more about this, is just, I mean, it looks great, and we know that our explorers like to take what we like to call space selfies, where it's a nice shot of space with the ship very much in the foreground. And I don't think you're going to find a better ship within Elite Dangerous to be taking.
Another beautiful looking ship, all in different ways. The Python looked mean.
Yeah.
The Type 8 looks fun. It looks like it gives me a real strong Aliens vibe.
Yeah.
This looks so elegant. Like this looks like chef's kiss. This is like
they've done such a good job. I mean, we wanted to have I think Chris and the team wanted a unique silhouette for Elite, so something that's actually quite tall.
It almost. Do you know what? I was looking at the landing gear. It almost looked like a bird of prey.
Yeah.
It landed on like it's I guess it's prey, which should be the planet, right?
It's really nothing you've seen before in Elite that has that. I mean, some of the Imperial ships are a bit similar, but nothing in terms of that scale of sort of tallness. And I think some people in the chat are picking up. You might see some sort of elements from sister ships from Zorg and Peterson. So the Mamba, the cockpit there is the Mamba cockpit. Bit of a refresh around the sort of everything we've done there, but it's fundamentally still a Zorg and Peterson ship.
That's a mouthful, isn't it?
It is. That's been moved into the sort of modern age of Elite, which is really nice. And yes, underslung cockpit as well, which is awesome. And generally, I think with the Mamba cockpit, as I'm sure a lot of you will know, it's actually one of the best for exploration because of just you have a really nice unobstructed view.
Oh, the view is
so.
Do you know what?
It's perfect.
I love the Mamba. I really did until I think it might have been you. It might have even been Bruce who said, you realise it's just slightly off centre. And that was it. I was done. I was finished. I couldn't use it anymore. I was like, I can't actually use the ship anymore.
Yeah, was that the FDL? I can't. One of those is like that.
Oh, it's the FDL. It's the FDL.
It has the line right through the
And it really bugs me. It really bugs me.
Yeah. But yeah, this will be a beautiful ship from the outside and the inside.
Yeah.
What else to talk about? I think in terms of sort of inspiration
Yes,
and where the
I was
team
going to say,
went.
yeah, where were we looking? Because I know last the Type 8 had the aliens kind of vibe, and for this, where we go for? Because it's clearly not the same vibe.
It is not the same vibe, no. So the team actually looked at a lot of high-end sort of race car design because they wanted, like I mentioned, that sort of in-atmosphere flight feel. They wanted to sort of capture that aerodynamic feel. You'll be spending a lot of time in the ship in light atmosphere, so we wanted to sort of emulate that. The sort of, you'll see a lot of ships in Elite have got a lot of hard edges. This one is sort of a mixture of smooth and hard.
Yeah.
Sort of separate it from those like Imperial ships that are very much smooth. This is a bit more in the middle. And again, as we always do, we looked at aviation design.
I think you've got a reference picture for this, right?
We do, yeah. So this, I believe, is, I can't remember the name of it.
Is it Lightning? You said it's a Lightning?
Oh, here it is, yeah. So it's the English Electric Lightning F6. And you'll notice specifically the back, the engines here. So
yeah, that's stacked, right?
yeah, the engines, I think, on the Mandalay are like crazy compared to, well, I mean, they're similar to the Imperial ships, but I think they've got their own unique look. And I think this plane was very much inspiration for that.
Yeah, I think it's an incredibly looking ship, and I also what just talking about and looking at it there, people that do the exploration, what I can't wait to see is canyon runs and stuff like this with like Mandalays flying around. I reckon it's going to be ideal for that sort of stuff. It's fast, it's sleek, it's agile, and obviously it's designed to just go looking for cool stuff, right?
Yeah.
I guess one of the questions is going to be, well, I think we kind of answered, when can we get it?
Yeah, so as I said at the start of the show, the Mandalay will be available alongside PowerPlay 2.0 in October as part of a new update to Elite Dangerous that we'll obviously talk more about in the coming weeks. And I guess on PowerPlay, we've seen a lot of you in the chat talking about, have questions about PowerPlay 2.0, which is fair enough. So what we'll try and do in the next week or so is get a bit of a forum thread up there. Hello, community team. Basically, you can ask your questions at forum thread, and then we'll get some answers for you.
So we'll pop that live. It'll either be end of this week or Monday, Tuesday next week. We'll pop a forum thread in there. Chuck your questions in, and we'll try and answer as many of them as ahead of time as possible. I think I speak for the whole team. Obviously, we want to get everything out as soon as possible. What I think we've been a lot better at is trying to get stuff out and have it working as well as we want it to be working, right? I think you want that as well. So just a little bit extra time for us to get PowerPlay where we want it to be. We still haven't talked about the other feature yet, so that is still coming. So don't worry about that. And obviously you get the Mandalay. Do you know what? Zach's been wonderful. For more than just for Elite Dangerous News, he has actually been at the desk doing some stuff while
a little bit of
stuff. So if we get a few 07s in the chat for Zach, we might have a little something extra to show you about the Mandalay. So if I can just see, I'll tell you what, just give me, yeah, I see one, I see two, I see, a few more than that. Oh, here we go.
You're hyping this up majorly. I mean, let's have a look.
So on then, Adam, show the people what they want.
Nice little rotating view of the Mandalay.
There we go. So there is the Mandalay
in all its beauty.
Yeah, she is a stunner. She's a beautiful, beautiful looking ship.
Yeah.
She's coming in October.
Yeah. Last bit on the Mandalay. We're going to do a competition as well.
Oh yes, yeah. Tell me about this competition.
Yeah, so obviously to celebrate the Mandalay's reveal today, hopefully this week on our social channels we're going to kick off a nice exploration screenshot competition. So keep an eye on our channels for details on that. Basically, we're going to look for our explorers to go out as you do and find some really nice locations and take some great screenshots. There'll be a hashtag there, and you'll be able to win some prizes in game that we'll talk about at a later date. But that's the Mandalay.